Yo, what is up guys? It is Drew here, and well, it's been a while. It's been a few weeks since I last uploaded, it's been about a week since I did a stream, and you're probably wondering where I've been. And let me just say, I've been farming. Now, I've been spending a pretty long time making these farms. I need to put more light in my carrot farm and my wheat farm, but I ended up making an infinite nether wart farm, about half layer sugarcane, half layer pumpkins, half layer carrots and wheat, and then I'm starting on a second layer sugarcane there, and then I'm starting on a mushroom farm. Now, you may be wondering why, and the reason being, other than money of course, with farming being the meta in a Hypixel Skyblock, is I wanted to start a new series actually called Trash or Treasure, where basically we're going to be going over the farming tools, or I guess it's different every season, but for season 1, yes, it will be like a series sort of thing. We're going to be going over the mathematical hoes. Now, it took me so long because I had to max out this one, and we're going to get into kind of how you need to do that, and then about how much money you make from it to see if it's worth it, if it's something you should invest in, and just like after you put in the time and the money into it, is it worth it basically? Now, the very first thing you need to do is get a mathematical hoe blueprint, which if you're just starting out might be kind of difficult. So when the farming update first came out and I started this, I actually didn't know how to like get metals and stuff. So to do that, you're going to go to your Skyblock menu, calendar and events, and then down here click the calendar and you'll have all your farming events. Now once you do that, you're going to want to come to the hub, turn to your right, and come over here. And here is Jacob. And then this has various contests. And so what this is every 15th minute of every hour, there will be a farming contest where there are 3 crops and you can win medals. So the way medals work is, so the top 60% of people get a bronze medal, the top 25% of people in that event get a silver, and the top 5% of people in that event get a gold medal. Now the next thing you want to do is just turn around and come right up these stairs, and this is Anita, and she has the various tools, things to help you you can get extra drops, you can increase your farming level cap, and then you have various tools to improve both building farms and harvesting. Now the thing we are looking at is this mathematical hoe blueprint. So for this you need a gold medal and 32 Jacob tickets. Now if you're just starting out, a gold medal might be difficult to get, but you can come down here to this metal trades and then you can convert your medals over. So if you have, let's say, 2 bronze medals, you can convert that to a silver. And once you have 4 silver medals, you can convert that to a gold. And then once you're done with that, just go ahead, 32 Jacob's tickets. It's not that hard. If you don't sell any from your contest, you'll have way more than 32. And there you go. Now, once you have that, you need a few things. So if you come to your recipe book, farming recipes, and then go all the way to the right, here's the new Nether Wart Hoe. Now for tier 1, you need your mathematical hoe blueprint, and then 8 stacks of Nether Wart, which is super cheap, super easy, and that'll get you the tier 1 Nether Wart Hoe. And then after that, you'll have tier 2, which is 4 stacks of enchanted Nether Wart and a stack of Jacob's tickets. Now this too, pretty cheap, pretty easy, about 500k, so pretty cheap for tier 2, and definitely worth getting every hoe at least tier 2, if not for money, for contests. Now where it gets tricky is tier 3. So if we go back to the recipes, tier 3 you need 4 stacks of mutant Nether Wart and then 4 stacks of Jacob's tickets. Now you could farm all of this by hand, but let's be real, who has time for that? Now to get to the max you do need to actually 10 million Nether Wart on the hoe. So if you just do that, just constantly doing Nether Wart contests, any other contests as well, by the time you have 10 million you'll have this. But if you're like me and you're lazy, I just bought all of this and then got to 10 million after, much faster because of the extra Nether Wart you get. So for this, you need 256 or 4 stacks of mutant Nether Wart. So if you look at the prices right now, it comes out to about 21 million. And then if we go to Jacob's tickets, 256 of those as well, comes out to about 5.2 million. So you're looking at about 26 million just on crafting the hoe alone. If you count the tier 2, 26.5 approximately. And then we have a few more upgrades before we're done. Now, the first thing, or I guess the next thing, is as soon as you spawn into the hub, you're going to want to run over here to the blacksmith. And then you're not going to go that way, you're going to actually go this way, come into here to the smithmonger, and you're going to want to get the blessed fruit for the blessed reforge. Now it's 1,000,000 coins and it requires mining 25. So if you don't already have this, if you don't already have mining 25, that is, don't really worry about it. You can just do it later. The blessed reforge isn't great, but it is necessary to call it a maxed hoe. So now we are at about 27.5 mil, and the last thing you're going to want is to come over here to the bazaar or the AH and get this thing called a recombobulator. Now right now they cost about 5.7 mil, which if you add that to the previous total, it brings you up to about 33.2 million coins to completely max this hoe. Now of course you could farm this by hand. By the time you are done with your 10 mil, you'll have all the stuff for tier 4 and a bit of extra, so you can sell it, and then you'll be pretty close to this 6 mil. Now if not, you can just farm for a little bit longer, get the 6 mil. The only reason to get the recombobulator is for an extra blessed bonus. So obviously if you don't already have mining 25, you don't even have to worry about this until you do. Now with that said, we're going to get into why you clicked on this video in the first place. Is it worth it? So it either takes about 33 million coins or about 30 to 40 hours of farming. Now, is it worth it in the long run? So we're just going to say 33 million coins. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to take a normal hoe with replenished telekinesis and harvesting 5 and our Nether Wart Hoe. Now obviously we don't have a rookie hoe. I actually didn't get this hoe myself because I had a rookie hoe, then I led it to my co-op and they took it, so we don't have one anymore, and I'm too lazy to go get another one because that's another 1,000,000 coins down the drain. But if you can see here, we're actually starting on the next project right now, and we're almost to our gold medal to start that video, and we'll get to more into that at the end. But basically we're going to take our Nether Wart Hoe and our normal hoe, and we're going to farm for 15 minutes and see how much money we get, to see the difference in money and to see how much you'll make an hour, to see how long it'll take you to make back the 33 million coin investment. Now keep in mind, I don't have things like a legendary elephant pet. I am working on it currently. I need, hopefully once I max it, it'll be pretty cheap. I think it'll be about 8 mil at cat to get it to a legendary, which I'm almost to. Should only be about 2 hours of farming, 1 maybe 2, and then we should be there. And then yeah, we'll be able to do another test later, maybe in another video or something, to fully grasp how good this is. So the first test we are going to do is with our normal hoe, and I have a 15-minute timer pulled up, and we're going to start now. The timer. So after 15 minutes of farming with our normal hoe, we have 3 mutant nether wart and then 2 stacks and 14. So we're going to go to the hub. Let's clear our purse. And so after 15 minutes, we made about 300k. Now that is about 1.2 mil an hour. Now we are back on our island, this time with our mutant nether wart hoe, and our time starts now. That is that second timer. So we're gonna go back to the hub. This time we got about 8 mutant nether wart and then 6 extra enchanted. So we're gonna go ahead, deposit our purse. And so from 15 minutes with our blessed new Nether Wart Hoe, we made about 600k, which is about 2.4 mil an hour, or about double what we made before. Now, I just did some math, and it'll take you about 14 hours of farming with your Nether Wart Hoe to make back the 33 mil that you paid for it. So now we come to my final conclusion of the item. Is it worth it? In my opinion, yes. So the reason I play Skyblock over some other games is because it's something you can just sit down and grind. Now for me, it's great because you'll never get bored. There's always preparation for the new update, whether that's farming to get coins, just grinding dungeons for the newest enchant, grinding the newest floors for the newest items. There's always something to do. And even if you're not checking out all the new content, you can go replay the old content, such as, again, farming, or slayers to get combat XP, to get slayer XP, to unlock the new recipes, to do more slayers to grind combat. You can grind all these skills. There's alchemy, enchanting, farming, combat, mining, taming, dungeoneering. There's all kinds of things to do. So for me, the reason I play Skyblock is because of the grind. So yes, it is a while to get back in the black from this Nether Wart Hoe, but you don't have to spend money on it. If you farm for about 30 hours to get 10 mil with a tier 2, then you will have enough. Nether Wart, you won't have to spend a penny, and then it's all profit. Or if you don't, you decide not to upgrade, you just decide to sell it, get a different hoe, get some items, grind dungeons, do some floor carries. Floor 7 carries right now, with that coming out, go for about 5 mil, and they take about 10 minutes. You could be making 30 mil an hour from floor carries. So you could just sell that 30 mil, get yourself some gear, some werewolf armor, and like a livid dagger, and there you go. You can carry on dungeons. So there's always something to be doing. So for me, yes, this item is worth it. Anyway, guys, this is all for today. If you want to see more Trash or Treasure, let me know in the comments down below. The next project I'll be doing you probably saw earlier, but it is going to be the Touring Sugarcane Hoe. Anyway, peace.